Well, now, every single solitary Los Angeles fan that IPW seems to have, I would like to welcome you to the Staples Center. And, well, tonight, well, your Irish bastard is not here for any reason other than to become the number one contender, to become the man who is going to beat the man who currently is the man in this industry, so to speak. And tonight, though, that means that I have to go against Dylan Mays, and the Mad Mechanic Marbles himself. And both men are men who have fallen to me time and time again. But both men seem to keep appearing in front of me. Both men continue to cross paths with me, and well, each man every single solitary time gives me a run for my goddamn money. So tonight, when simply Dylan Mays tries to step into my ring, what I'm going to do to him is going to be more barbaric than anything that I've ever done to Mr. Simply Dylan Mays. See, I'm going to drag him around that ring in more ways than one. I am going to put him in each and every submission hold that I know until he is tapping over and over again on that canvas. But I'm just not going to let it end for Simply Dylan Mays. No, I am going to prove to him that exactly why he needs to be the man who's running his own little organization, because when he runs his own little organization, he can place himself at the top of any little pyramid that he'd like to. But here in IPW, things are different. That's exactly why, Mechanic Marbles is having just as much trouble. See, unless you are the man here, apparently you aren't the man. So, in IPW tonight, when the Mad Mechanic and Simply Dylan Mays try to step into the ring with the Irish Bastard is going to throw out more elbows than one can count. He's going to throw more right hooks, more left hooks, more knees, more elbows, more goddamn headbutts than any other competitor that you will see in any given match on any given day of the week, because Steven Barron is nothing more than the most penultimate warrior in all of promo wrestling. So when he says he's going to throw a punch and it's going to connect, he's going to throw a punch and it's going to connect twice. When he says he's going to lock you in a submission hold, he's going to lock you in that submission hold more times than you'll ever be able to remember until you tap out, more times than you'll ever be able to bear to admit. See, Steven Barron is the ultimate IPW warrior, and it's about time that every single solitary member of the IPW roster started treating him as such. Because, well, when you start to ignore greatness starts to become perturbed, greatness starts to become angered, and greatness starts to become annoyed. And once greatness is in each one of these solitary realms, well, each one of these solitary realms tends to fall short of their norm, because there's an Irish bastard standing in their way to take their heads off one by one. So IPW, this is your notice from the Irish bastard. Steer clear of me or fall beneath me. There are only two options that you can take, because if you try to stand against me, well, when you try to stand against me, there will be nothing but fucking hellfire and brimstone. The sulfur will be burning through your nostrils until your eyes are bleeding, because the Irish bastard will prove himself to be far more human than you will ever be, and he will prove himself to have far more friends than you will ever hope to have. So just remember, IPW, when you try to face the Baron, you get stepped upon by each and every other man who wants just a little piece of the most ultimate of ultimates and the greatest of greats. So just take this as a warning. If I don't get to you tonight, I'll get to you tomorrow. If I don't get to you tomorrow, then at some point in your career you will fall short to me, and that's not something that you can control. That is not a shortcoming that you can avoid. That is the reality of every single solitary man that decides that he wants to promo wrestle. I'll see you down in that ring, boys, and I promise you, I will be the only man leaving.